YouTube for the collectors, newcomers, and most of all, people who do love the content. It's been a minute. It's been a fucking while. I gotta admit, I've been away from YouTube. But there's a reason for all of that. A reason for all of that. See, people, you go through things and you experience things, and things kind of put you in a place where you just need to be to yourself. But now that I'm back, we're going to talk about some of the figures that I done collected within this year, within these last 3 months. As you can see right there, we have this classic looking Superman. I want to say first appearance. You know what I'm saying? I'm really digging the body buck of this action figure. You know, even though his belt loop is not yellow. So, but other than that, this is a dope looking figure. Any figure that got this body buck is dope. Trust and believe. But this Superman right here, even though he looked like his eyes are closed, still make this a dope looking figure. Dead ass serious. Dead ass serious. Up next, we got the Icon. Same body buck. I picked this guy up this year. Dope figure. I like it. You know, even though this Joker look like a Christmas tree, I really do like this figure. I can get with it. You know what I mean? Yes, they could have did something a little bit more better, McFarlane. But for the most part, I'm really digging this figure. And the reason being is because of this body buck. Point blank, period. Now the cape, you know what I'm saying, is a little iffy. You know, it's like, maybe it's possibility, you know what I'm saying, that I can see around this shit. But for the most part, you know what I'm saying, this is a dope figure. And do I recommend this guy? Well, of course, you know what I'm saying. If you don't have the Icon, then you really ain't no damn collector. Let's look at this He-Man right here. Now, they do have the pinless joints, elbows and knees. I'm digging the articulation. What really would set this off if Mattel incorporated butterfly joints in a 7-inch figure. If they able to pull all that off and have, you know what I'm saying, DC Multiverse figures or DC figures to look something like this and not like that other bullshit, I don't even think I got a DC classic or the back in the day DC Mattel figures. I don't think I had one. If I do, I'll put it in the video. If not, but you know, those I'm gonna try to put a picture up about their articulation. The articulation of them figures suck ass bad. I'm talking about ugh. So, you know, but if they can bring it like this right here, you know what I mean, with the pinless joints and articulation with the butterfly joint, well, you know, hey, I think they might be on to something. They might be on to something. All right, so we got Guy Gardner. Finally picked him up. You know what I'm saying? And I really wanted this figure. But when I got him, took him out of package and everything like that, I can't stray away from them ears. His ears and the whole back of his freaking head is the same color. I just can't steer away. Y'all know what I'm talking about. If you got a Guy Gardner Green Lantern figure, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But for the most part, you know what I'm saying, you able to switch out his hair. You able to switch out his face along with his hands. Now, don't get it twisted. You know, I like that concept. I like you are able to do that with this figure. McFarlane, you know, chef kiss to that, you know, and it's like you starting to bring some dope type looking figures right at the bitter end of your run with the DC multiverse. You know what I'm saying? I just hope they keep this man around with the DC direct figures, and I hope Mattel will step up to the plate. And speaking of Mattel, all right, so we got the world's finest Batman, Superman, and we got Darkseid back there. This is Task Force. You know what I'm saying? I also have the Flash and the Aquaman, but those are like my least favorite. These are my favorite out of that wave. Once again, McFarlane, you know what I'm saying, with the mega figures, you know what I'm saying, is they gonna step up to the plate? And I'm talking about Mattel. Is they gonna step up to the plate with some mega figures? That's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? McFarlane gave us all that. Now, and that's with every figure. It's gonna be some figure that you're gonna get, whether it's Marvel Legends, Mattel or McFarlane figures. At some point, you're going to run across one that ain't worth a damn. Going to be, what I'm saying, going to break on you, whatever, you know what I'm saying. McFarlane was not the only figures that broke. I've got other figures that broke on me or whatever, you know what I mean? So don't be like McFarlane figures are trash, because McFarlane figures, you know what I'm saying, just like any other figure. It's an action figure. It's an action figure. But he brought us these mega figures, you know what I mean? And you're gonna spend $25 on one figure, and then you only can buy only 4. You know what I'm saying? 4 figures to build a mega figure. But check this out right here with the Marvel Legends. You got to get damn near 6, sometimes even 7 figures just to build a Build-A-Figure, not a mega figure. Because sometimes Marvel Legends don't have no big figure. They be like, you know what I'm saying, regular size figure. So, yes, we have here, the 2 most iconic superhero. What the? Let me say that again. Right here, we have 2 of the most iconic superheroes. Right here in front of you, people. Right here in front of you. Also with McFarlane, he brought us some live action figures. You know what I'm saying? Can Mattel. I can't even say the damn name right. Mattel. I've known y'all bring live action, but y'all live action was trash. I've seen Mattel live action figures. They trash. I'm talking about the superhero figures. I'm not talking about those wrestling figures. I know Mattel do wrestling figures, and some of them be on point. You know what I'm saying? Some of them be on point. But they're going to have to step the game up when it comes to McFarlane, though, like for real. They're going to have to step their game up. Check them out. Don't y'all know how long I've been waiting for a Christopher Reeve Superman? And when they announced this guy, it's just like my freaking dream came true. It like my dream came true, y'all, for real. And some of y'all out there can be like how I'm feeling right now. To have this fig in your collection along with other figures. You know what I'm saying? Live action. Dude, I got a live action shelf right now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to build that. And hopefully one day I will have a whole bookshelf from the ground up, nothing but live action figures. Yes, I'm finna get ready to change the game, people, with my studio. I'm about to change the game for this. You know what I'm saying? I had a long time to think about it. Your boy finna get back into these videos. Yes, your boy finna get back into these videos. Seriously, can you hear the mic? I finally got me a DJI microphone. I know y'all can tell the difference. I can see the difference. I can see the difference when I'm recording. And I also can hear the difference as well. You know what I mean? So be on the lookout for some crazy, wacky, unheard of videos. But I just wanted to make this video, get it out there, and let y'all know I'm not done. I'm not dead. I'm still here. Your boy still here. It's time to get things in order with my Chanto. You know, get things in order. So it's time for me to pick up the ball, y'all. It's time for me to pick up the ball. So I'm just pretty much testing out my, DJI camera and the DJI mic. You know what? Wait a minute. Hold on. Some people don't believe in shit. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't believe in shit. So give me 1 second. And they got the magnet too. For the ones that don't believe, there it is. There it is in hand. The dopest microphone you could possibly get. Yes, sir. That's it. So, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. It's basically me talking about the figures that I picked up over the course of the last 3 months of this year, 2025. You know what I'm saying? Just getting started. So, Toy Atlanta is up next weekend. Not this weekend, but next weekend. And your boy would definitely be in the place. You know what I mean? Along with some other YouTubers and things that nature. So y'all be on the lookout for the video. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be one of those videos that you probably ain't never seen from your boy. You know what I'm saying? I got to really step it up. You know what I'm saying? I got to step it up and I got to stand out. I got to stand out. I got to be seen from the crowd. You know what I'm saying? I got to stand out. That being said, this is your boy, Mr. Starge, finna sign out. To all the Toy Tuber fellow collectors, newcomers, and most of all, people that really do love the content, deuces. And I will definitely catch y'all on the next one. Peace out.